Today we're starting our very next rebuild, and we will be starting with the Indianapolis Colts. I've already done the offseason and the preface of this, and also, I have made my own Madden roster. Go check it out. It has all the rookies that were drafted. I didn't do undrafted free agents, but any drafted rookie is on their team. And we're going to look at this roster right now. I do have a spreadsheet as well linked in the description of this video for all of the things that I think, like dev traits, because you can't edit those. It's really stupid. But like rookie dev traits on this team, both AD Mitchell and Laiatu Latu do have dev traits. You just have to add them yourself. And I have a whole spreadsheet full of what I think everybody's dev trait should be, plus team changes. So, starting off, Quentin Nelson, Jonathan Taylor does get a dev trait. Michael Pittman gets up to superstar. That's not the menu I meant to be in. Excuse me. We're going to go to that, what's it called? The big adjust lineup screen is what it's called. And we're going to make sure our lineup is completely set. So we got Anthony Richardson starting at quarterback. AD Mitchell, I have him starting at a 74 or 75, but through the offseason, he was able to get a point or two upgraded already, which puts him at a 76, which is convenient. I think if you know me, if you know me, AD Mitchell is a very good receiver in my opinion, and I think this is a great pick for this Colts team. They need, a big one prototype wide receiver, and they got it. Michael Pittman's super good as well. I think he is superstar dev. Quentin Nelson, superstar as well. A really good O-line here. Will Fries for Freeze or whatever his name is. He being our worst O-lineman is a really good situation. We're going to move Jelani Woods to the starting tight end spot just because of that dev trait and the abilities there. And then defensively, really good D-line. However, the rest of it, could use some upgrades, especially this linebacking core. Franklin is solid. I actually meant to move him up to star as well, and I forgot to do that, so let me go ahead and do that. Franklin did have a really good year this past year, if you aren't really aware, and he's kind of just an underrated player overall. I think he deserves at least star dev. I think that's completely fair. So yeah, that is the team, really. Safety-wise, Ronnie Harrison, Julian Blackman, really solid players. Kenny Moore, Julius Brent's going to be our top two corners. Definitely got to look to upgrade that room very soon, considering our second best corner is a 75. However, he will, move up quite a bit. First things first, we're going to look at some of these free agents. Already yawning, and it's just getting into this video. We're going to look to find maybe some depth at corner and fill out our practice squad. Tyler Nubin will instantly actually be signed to our active roster. I think he's going to start at our strong safety already. He's been cut. TJ Tampa. Wow, I don't know why these players are getting cut from their teams, but welcome in. I'll have you as well, because you're going to be our third corner, TJ. Justin Ross, Ambry Thomas, meh. Elijah Jones, I'm going to practice squad him. I can't practice squad him right now. Okay. He's a rookie. We'll take him at least. That'll be the last one we probably sign, at least to get some couple extra, things here. Javon Foster also. A lot of these rookies did not make their teams. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. John Jason? I don't think his name's John in real life. Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Kitano Ladapo, Javon Foster. That's a really nice one. Wow. Isaiah McDuffie wouldn't be bad either, but we have too many players on our roster already. We're going to have to clean that up. We got to cut 3 guys now. Either way, I'm not upset about it. We just got ourselves a couple more corners, and we'll get rid of Dallas Flowers. Not worried about him. And then we can get rid of the safety for sure. Ronnie Harrison, Tyler Nubin. Ronnie Harrison's 4 years older, but actually, not that much better. So, I want to keep Nick Cross. Ronnie Harrison, I might just cut him. No, we're going to play him down. He can be a middle linebacker almost. Now, TJ Tampa will be our CB3. And who can we cut? We got to find somebody here. Lealu can go. And we got to find somebody. Come on. Tanner Bortolini, also a really solid pickup for the center position here in Indianapolis. Not a bad player at all. Oh, we got way too many tight ends. So we can definitely get rid of one of these guys. Probably still could get rid of 1 or 2 of them, but whatever. We're fine. Either way, that's going to be the team. We're going to make sure everything's there. Draft class just going to be auto-gen to rookies. I'll set the scouts here in a minute. I think what we're going to prioritize is that secondary and the linebackers, really. Those would be our top 2 needs. We have a camp standout. And we're going to get right into this rebuild. I think we can make the playoffs this year. That's the goal, at least, assuming we stay healthy. Let's hope so. Kwity Paye is our breakout player. That would be nice to get because he is a solid player, but Really not as good as his draft position has made him out to be. Would like to do more than that. For our strategy, our development players, we're working on our quarterback and our two, supplementary weapons on the offense and defense, Latu Latu and Adonai Mitchell. Hopefully this turns out well. I think this will be a good rebuild. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Give me a prediction right now, how many years you think it takes me to get to a Super Bowl, and let's get right into it. In Week 8, we take a really crappy loss to the Browns and go and face the 5-2 Saints. We're 3-4, not doing too great. We're going to look at our negotiations. We're going to have to bring back a couple guys for depth, like Nubin, like this guy. Okay, you get mad. Oh, it's not realistic to pick him up. It's not realistic they cut him. Not my problem. We're going to bring back him and Tampa. We're going to get Tampa for a long time, as long as humanly possible. We'll get him back one way or another. He's here forever. Good. Kind of cheesing there, but whatever. Is there anybody here? Tyquan Lewis could be traded. I'm just trying to see what value we have that we could get rid of up front. We don't need Tyquan Lewis, or there's Samson Ebukam, so we might get rid of one or both of them. Ronnie Harrison, another guy we could trade because we don't really need him anymore. We got Nubin, and he's going to be our starter from here on out. We're going to look and see what we can do with some combination of those guys. It kind of depends on who gives us the most money back on that as well. Tyquan Lewis is 1.5. Ebukam's worth $5 million. He's got 3 years left though. We might want to keep him around. Let's go look and see. He's 28, but he has some time left. Let's take him out for now. We'll get offers on these two. Nobody wants them. Cool. We'll go back to Ebukam. Add him in, and we'll see what changes. Like maybe that's the package. Nothing really great. We're not really getting anything out of this. So we're going to take out Ebukam. And we're going to send out Lewis just because they're one-year deals. And we need a backer. We need a off-ball linebacker. Jack Sanborn would be really solid. I'd like to have somebody with a few years left. Chad Muma, he's a little lower than I want him to be. Yeah, all those guys are a little lower than I want. Looks like Michael Walker will be fine, just not great. Looks like our best option is going to be like Jack Sanborn. He's got 2 years left. I would not mind him at all. It's kind of what we're looking for anyways. He can play our outside backer position because we're a 4-3 instead of a 3-4, obviously. Can we do it for just this package? Honestly, I'm going to see if I can get an extra pick in here even, just because we are giving up 2 players. Tyquan Lewis and Ronnie Harrison. I know they don't really want him. We're going to see if we can get a pick in here. We're going to start with the 3rd just to go high, and we're not going to get this accepted. Not at all. We might get a 5th. We'll go with the 2nd, 4th they have. Okay, yeah, we should be able to get a 5th. I think that should work. Just a little short. I'll go in the future and grab, how about next year's 4th? Would that be any more valuable to them or less valuable? Not really. Okay. How about 3 years, 4th? Not close enough. We're just going to settle for maybe their 5th next year. Maybe that'll work. All right, there we go. We got a 5th next year. Jack Sanborn for 2 guys that really don't play and we're going to have to re-sign. So at that point, we probably need to bring back somebody on the free agent market that's worth anything. Not many. That's what I can tell you. John Jenkins would be solid if he was, a better player. What? I don't have practice squad stealing on. So that's good because there's no way Johnny Newton should be there. That would be too much. That would be far too much. So I'm really glad that I can't just do that because, yeah, that would not be good. We might just call up Deo Deingbo. We'll just call him up. He's a solid player, a younger player anyways. I am very fine with that. That sounds good to me. So now we'll update that roster, that depth chart. Odeingbo will play our backup position on the end spot for one of them at least. Ebukam there. We'll just let him start. Odeingbo will come in. Latu, and Odeingbo. All right, cool. And then we've got, who else? Nubin needs to make sure he's starting. He is. And then Sanborn. Need to make sure our linebackers are correct. Speed on the right side, Zaire Franklin over there, and Sanborn will play right here. There we go. We got our linebackers set. Let's keep simming through this season. Hopefully we can improve. At our bye week, we have improved, won 3 games straight, and picked up a win against the Patriots, only allowing a safety, apparently, 24-2. We're going to just check our, negotiations, make sure we're in a good spot. Elijah Jones is another guy we probably do want to bring back. He is, doesn't want anything pay-wise. We'll get him 5 years if we can. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Actually hate the game. Please hate Madden, because Madden sucks. And here I am playing it, spending all my time doing this, just for you guys, because I love you. Either way. No, let's keep moving. That was really the only thing available. We are 6-4. We're leading our division currently. Let's keep it that way. 1 week later, we have a major breakout game. We have a wide receiver. I'm hoping it is... it's going to do this stupid thing where it doesn't tell us who it is. Who is it? Josh Downs. That would get him to superstar. Honestly, obviously I hope it happens for the sake of our team, but I wouldn't be upset if it didn't because I'd rather have A.D. Mitchell be our really prime number 2. But, hey, it's improvement, so I don't really care overall. Is he going to get it? Probably not. It's really hard for the CPU to compute the fact that a player needs to get a dev trait more than once ever. Yeah. But we'll see. We're fine with all those. Just let him go. Either way, we're just going to sim, and if he doesn't get it, I may not come back, but if he does, I'll let you know. Back-to-back losses. We're now 2nd in division, and we just lost our best defensive player for well over the year. 42 weeks for a noodle knee, DeForest Buckner. That's good. That's wonderful. Well, we got to figure something out. That pretty much puts a hamper onto this year. Thankfully, our best position on defense overall, depth-wise, is that defensive tackle position. We can play some guys in spots there, and we have Grover Stewart still, who, no, he's not DeForest Buckner, but he's still pretty good. We're going to put in now we got Julius Brent's getting trained up. We got an extra spot open. Good. We need it, apparently. Going to have some extra development as we go about this. Let's see who we can even put in there. We got to figure out who we can make work, because now I think we're outside of the playoff picture. We should probably be. Yeah, we are. We are not in the playoff picture. And if we don't win our division, we probably won't be. So, we gotta make that happen. That's for sure. So let's go to our depth chart and see who we have at playing those positions, the defensive tackle position primarily. It's Grover Stewart at 1. I don't know who his backup is. Ibukam going to play over. He has a solid overall. Raekwon Davis. We're going to move Odeingbo up. We want him to get some time. Definitely. Because Latu is a starter as well as Pay. Ibukam's their direct backup. And Odeingbo kind of fits that better anyways. We're going to make him play more so he can develop as well. That should be pretty good for us. Like I said, at least we're not dropping off from Grover Stewart to Odeingbo already. That's not the problem we're having. I probably should put him on injured reserve, and that way I can go ahead and, have somebody else on the roster. Maybe add a D tackle. There was a few in free agency now that I'm thinking about it. We'll probably do that. Either way, let's keep simming through this season. We sneak into the playoffs, but at what cost? The Kansas City Chiefs. We have to play them. First of many, we make the playoffs for the first time. Congratulations, whatever. Play it cool. We're not winning this game. It's the Chiefs. Unless Madden wants to be even worse than it really is, we're not winning this game. Actually, it'd be pretty on brand. We apparently had a good week from somebody. Now we're working on all these players. Got a couple extra spots open. We're going to get another one open. I should have done that before I just did that training. But hey, whatever. I have zero brain inside this head. So, whatever. It's fine. Let's go and see. Held a 35-3. Let's see our weekly awards. We had Zaire Franklin at 2 picks. How many other weekly awards did we get? Let's see. This week we had both of them. I saw that earlier. Anthony Richardson, 200 yards, 58 rushing, 3 touchdowns. TJ Tampa, 3 picks. That game alone. Any more Colts? Any more Colts? There we go. Jonathan Taylor, 150 yards on the ground with 3 touchdowns, 12 yards receiving. Anybody else? Anybody else? Come on. Let's see. And Jonathan Taylor, another 150 piece, but this time with 83 receiving yards. Heck of a game from him multiple times. Could he be Offensive Player of the Year? But with saying that, let's go ahead and check out our stats on the season. Anthony Richardson, pretty average. We were the 8th total offense, though, so that's not too bad. We'll take that. Defense was middle of the pack. Jonathan Taylor will be the best running back this year. Point scored was 5th. That's not bad. A.D. Mitchell led our team in receiving appears. Points allowed, 9th. Not too bad there. Offensive yards was 8th. Let's check it out now. We'll dive in. 70% completion, super good for Anthony Richardson. Didn't turn the ball over too bad, assuming he didn't fumble. We'll see about that on the rushing. Going to the rushing, 1,600 yards from Taylor is nice. Plus 14 touchdowns, plus 7 from Sermon, plus 7 from Richardson. He didn't even fumble, actually. He didn't fumble at all. So, took care of the ball pretty well. Put up a total of 30 touchdowns. I thought he had 26 versus 37, whatever. 30 touchdowns total on almost 4,000 yards. Really solid year. We're not upset about it. A really widespread offensive game. Josh Downs gets 8 touchdowns. Not who I thought our red zone threat would be with, a 6'4" and a 6'4" wide receiver there. Jelani Woods, he didn't get to play as much because he did get hurt a couple times, but it's whatever. Blocking. Let's see if anybody had a super good year. Not really. No one really stands out. Out of these 4, they all gave up a few. Freeze did fine, whatever. I'm going to call him Freeze because I don't even know. Sacks, Grover Stewart at 7, Buckner at 7. Laiatu Latu with only 1. I don't love that. Tampa had 3 all in one game. We had a lot of picks. We had 12 picks, if I'm not mistaken. Not bad. Fumble recoveries, none of those. Did we get any defense? We did. Tyler Nubin scores a touchdown. We didn't have a safety on the season, though, but that's cool. Hey, not a bad year for year 1. We have a chance to do something here in the playoffs, but what chance is that? Probably not much. Let's check our upgrades, and we'll move on to this playoff game. Josh Downs gets up. I'm not really worried about them. Let's go to this playoff game. I think we're just going to sim this one because the likelihood we win it is pretty low. No. Actually, let's do it. Let's play the moments. We're going to go fast. We're going to go real fast. Wait, let me make sure I click the right thing before I get into this. I'm not trying to sit here for forever watching us get blown out by the Chiefs. That probably will inevitably happen. Play the moments. And we'll go through. GEHA Field. Let me turn that down so it's not too loud. I don't know if you can even hear it. A little bit of crowd noise. Jump forward to the quarter, per usual. We go up 7-0. But they tie it with 7 of their own. Not great. On our next drive, we have to punt, and we're getting the ball back, it looks like, at least a little bit. Going into halftime, we are tied. So we're at least being competitive. Kansas City gets there, another 7 on the board. But hey, we matched that one pretty quickly as well. Going to the fourth quarter, we have a chance here to put some points up. Field goal is blocked from Matt Gay. Thanks, bud. That's appreciated. I'm going to go through this slowly. 1st and 10, massive play, 21-yard reception to Josh Downs. 2nd and 6, 1st and 10 from Jonathan Taylor. 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7, 1st and 10. Once again, Jalen Watson gets called on, I'm assuming it's a pass interference. And then we're all the way down in the 11-yard line at this point. We're going to get 7, and we do. Tie game. Kansas City with the ball, 3 minutes left. We don't like this scenario. Patrick Mahomes in his comfort zone here. Oh, and interception, Elijah Jones. We're going to get a chance. Massive play thrown to Michael Pittman for 25 yards. No way. Are we about to knock off the Chiefs? Overtime. Why didn't we kick a field goal? For what reason? Rudy Ford picked off. We just blew our shot because we didn't kick a field goal. Because we didn't kick a field goal. Terrible. At the end of the season, the Niners finally get their Super Bowl win. Rookie of the Years go to Bijan and Jalen Carter because technically the game doesn't realize it. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But either way, staff week. We got to see if anybody retired first because that would be problematic. That would be very problematic. AFC South, we lost John Jenkins and Flacco. Both guys, Jenkins we picked up after DeForest Buckner got hurt. And Joe Flacco, well, if he was playing, I would have a problem with that. So, we'll just get all these guys brought into the team, and we're going to go on to our offseason. Here at the end of the season, we're going to check the free agents. And, I don't really see anything here that I'm really that enticed with. The idea of Stephon Gilmore would be pretty solid. It's just I don't want to pay $10 million a year or for a year of a rental. Maybe, just maybe, we did lose our punter. So we'll bring him back. He's not going to cost us anything that's going to matter. That's plenty fine. Didn't realize that. Maybe Gilmore, if we feel like he would make us that much better. And he might. But I just don't know. Just don't know. Down the board. Let's go positionally. We don't need a quarterback. Running back, we're solid. Fullback, no. Receiver, excuse me. I just read the name. We don't need a receiver. We've got a young core we want to work on. We could technically use a tight end. Theo Johnson, already a free agent. Congratulations. No one here is that enticing. Theo Johnson is the most, and he's not even any better than Jelani Woods, really. And he wants $6 a year. I mean, that's not bad, really, in the breakdown of things, but no. We'll be fine. We don't need a tackle. We don't really need anything on the O-line. We really actually have a very good O-line. I would consider Cesar Ruiz. He has no offers. I'm going to give him a really bad offer because that would be great depth. I mean, great depth. Like, once we lose somebody, inevitably, we'll have somebody to replace with. Probably Will Freeze or, whoever. But he could easily replace anyone. Maurice Hurst. Milton Williams. Do we need that depth there? We kind of do. I'm not looking to pay $4.7 for a backup on just the bonus alone. Yeah, not willing to pay that price for pretty much anybody there. We do kind of need a backup D-tackle. Might have to acquire that through the draft. That might be where we go with that one. I'm not interested in paying any of those guys. 25 years old, Rashard Lawrence. He wants 4. I'll give you a deal. Maybe not your preferred deal, but I'll give you 3 years at that rate. And if you like it, cool. If you don't, well, don't accept it and don't come here. Besides that, Michael Hope, that is a defensive end, not a linebacker. Let me just say that. I don't really know that we have much else that I'm going to go for. Some solid linebackers. Nate Landman would be nice with his young age. Yeah, he is actually, that would be a really nice add for some depth. We do need that linebacker position to be a little bit more, consistent. And he's a nice age, like I said. He's not a guy we're going to have to worry about for a while getting worse. I just don't know. Gilmore would be all I'd really care about here. But, looking at our depth chart, he would be, we can move, we'll come back to that. On the free safety position, a bunch of old guys that I'm not interested in. Josh Metellus is fine, but I don't care. We'll offer Gilmore. He has 3 offers already. I'm going to give him 10 flat, and that's it. We're still the best offer by far. All right. Gilmore to return to the Colts, actually. We are the best offer for everyone we want. This would be a nice get for the most of it. We get Gilmore, we get Bojorquez, we get Landman, Ruiz, and Lawrence should be on their way. Maybe not Ruiz. Yeah, that one came up quick. I don't remember what I offered him, but we'll go 2 years at that rate. At least keep him around our team. We matched. We may not get him, but that's fine. We don't know nothing yet. We'll leave it as it is, and we'll hope for the best on him. Let's just sim real quick and see what we get. I'm not going to look at anybody else. Gilmore will be a nice addition. He can be our number 2 corner behind Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore can play in the slot where he's really strong. Julius Brinson and him on the outside would be really nice. Free agents, I don't know if it'll go between here or there. We did not get him. That's fine. Whatever. All right, Lawrence. Are you going to accept or not? Your deal is not that bad. Okay, we got him. We're good. We'll move to the draft. We are at draft day, and here's what our team looks like. So we lose Pittman's superstar, but that's fine. Jelani Woods is our starting tight end. I don't know why he stays down, but what do we need? What do we need the most? What do we need round 1? I think we're good on the offensive side of the ball. I really do. I think that offense is a good unit. Maybe a linebacker. Maybe. Can we generate best lineup, please? Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I feel like our linebacker position is actually really solid now. Landman's going to be our starter from now on, actually. He's better than Sanborn, and we got him longer term. We could use a D-tack. No, we don't really need that, though, because once we get what's-his-name back, we're fine. If we move to a 3-4, we'll have an excess of middle linebackers really heavy because Franklin, Speed, Landman, and Sanborn are all really solid. I mean, a young corner that can develop, sure. I think our best move would be to try to get either a safety or like another end/edge rusher. Because Kwity Paye, he just isn't going to be that valuable. So I think safety or an end/edge rusher would be our move. Let's look at the board. We're picking at 20. Jeremy Barclay, he's a round 1 talent. He's going to go top 5 more than likely. Peter Sheldon's around 1 to 2, not that great. Around 1, Edward Mann, that's right at 20. Edward Main, excuse me. I can't read. Do we have any solid safety prospects? Not exactly. I mean, nothing that stands out. Maybe Luke DeBose. Maybe. Manny Robertson? I don't know. That could be okay. We might just go with the edge rusher if he's there, Maine. We're going to go to a user pick. We're not trading up. We're not interested in any of that. If Maine's there, I think we take him. I think we just go ahead and run that one up. DeBose is here. It's a really good center prospect right there. Check the outside backers. I don't remember which one he was. And he's not here. Cool. Any ends that look really good? That are round 1 talent? No. All right, guess we're going safety. Guess that's what we're getting left with. I really don't care to upgrade our safety. Maybe we just trade out. That's what we're going to do. We're trading out. I'll let you know what we do. We're going to trade for valuable assets later. We're going to trade this first-round pick for next year's first, next year's second, the next year's second, and a 6th this year. I just don't really see a lot of guys in this draft that I'm super in love with. Not off the top. And yeah, we can afford that. We might need those things later for a massive trade we make. So, not saying we will. We just, you don't know what's going to happen. We do want to look at an edge rusher or a safety somewhere here, if that can be had, for sure. But I don't know. This guy doesn't look too bad. The run stopper, Jabari Claiborne, looks relatively decent. A, block shedding, B, power moves. Poor speed. His finesse moves are probably... C to D actually is better than I thought. Jabari Claiborne might be our pick. Might be our pick. Let's check the linebacker positions. A power rusher that doesn't look any good. Kalen Bernard, he's a day 3-4 guy. Terrell Smith is a power rusher here. Decent speed. Awareness is a C. Finesse moves are a D. Man coverage is F. Zone coverage is D. Power moves are not even that good. Yeah, this guy is not even a good edge rusher. Any safeties that stand out? Artie Kennedy. Round 2 to 3 run support. Eric Hunt. He looks okay. He actually looks kind of decent. Awareness is only a C, which means he's not going to have the best overall. But he looks really good other than that. Him or our defensive end is going to be the guy. They're both round 2 to 3. I'm going to go with Claiborne. I feel like the D lineman would be a little better. I just don't know that we need the safety as bad. We could use an asset to trade up for this safety here. We might look to trade up, but using one of those picks we just got and this. We've had a couple added picks so far. We could use a 6th and our 3rd and maybe a 5th later to go up to, I don't know what our 3rd number is. That's plenty of spots up. That's like 20 spots up. We're really close. We're going to have to go down just a couple more. Team that's like not like 67 is what it was. Pick 69 with the Broncos. We're still moving up about 15 spots. Not really. All right, we're going to go back to the Bears. We're just going to offer some player we don't want. We'll just do that because I'm not going to sit here and run through all these not knowing who I'm going to be able to get. We'll keep Sermon for now. We'll give you Ashton Doolin. He's not doing anything for us and off contract after this year. So we'll take that. And we'll be at how soon are we picking? We might have to trade up a little bit more. I didn't realize that we were still this early in the 2nd round. Okay. That sucks. I would have done a different trade if I realized that. Good job. 367. We need to get into the back of round 2. The Bengals are currently on the clock. That would be an easy just know we can get our guy trade. We'll do it. How far are we? Not that close, but we probably have an asset or two we can shed. Anthony Gould for 4 years. I don't know what that guy is. What's his deal? I don't know. Mo Alley Cox can go. Do we have any backup linemen we're fine with getting rid of? Not really. I'd like to keep them. Raekwon Davis, why not? I don't know. We got a lot of ends there. Daryl Bay. We got a lot of corners we can get rid of here. We're going to keep everybody here. I just don't like to get rid of any of them. Rodney Thomas can go. How about that? They're kind of close. We're making a massive, just send them all here. I'm not giving you a second to move up that far. I'll give you a fourth later. Will that cut it? All right, yeah, that'll cut it. I'll take that. Now we're back on the clock. We're going to grab that safety. I just feel like it will be good enough. I love how I traded down just to trade all the way back up a bunch of times, basically. And this safety's not even going to be good. Watch. Eric Hunt was his name. Looks pretty solid. No dev trait. 85 speed, 87 acceleration. He's got relatively good traits so far. Yeah, neither of them have dev traits, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and move up to the next pick. Maybe grab an O-lineman. We don't need a corner. Not at all. I don't know what else we really do need, but we don't need a corner. What's wrong with this dude, though? Man coverage is it's not very good. That's what's wrong with him. This guy, though, he's got a B man coverage. I mean, I don't need a corner, but geez. A block shed, C awareness, B man coverage, C press ain't bad, C tackle ain't bad. He's pretty physical. He has the fumble trait. We might keep him in mind. Julius Parrish. And I think we look at some D linemen O linemen. Anybody sticking out so far? A run stopper here. That'd be a middle linebacker. We don't need another middle linebacker, that's for sure. Very raw there. Hold on, I see an A. I see a solid A and an awareness. We're going to go Gordon Cavanaugh. He has a B awareness and an A impact blocking, meaning that his awareness is solid rated, so he'll probably have a decent overall. Now, let's see how far that gets me. And that'll be fine with me. We needed some O-linemen just to, get some stability there anyways. He might move to guard even. The corner was gone. I should have waited. Noah Ward, a backup quarterback. We don't really need him. Arm strength, what are we looking at arm strength? Throw power, solid. It's not worth it. I just don't need to for any reason. Tevin Thurman. We don't need a linebacker, though. Daquan Overton has a couple good ratings here. 6'2", 220. Great strength, decent speed. We'll go with Daquan Overton. All normal dev so far. 88 speed on him. But hey, we get a backup there. I'm going to let the CPU handle the rest of this draft. First, look at our draft recap. Our Claiborne is 72. Our safety is a 70. Overton is a 70. It's a solid pick there. Any dev traits on these back few picks? We only had 2. Chuck Knight. No dev trait on Chuck Knight. And Justin Toomer. No dev trait there either. We're fine, though. I mean, we got some rotational. I'm glad that Gordon Cavanaugh, obviously the one with the awareness A, is the only one that has, a terrible rating. But everybody else is fine. We'll move on. I'm going to adjust the roster, but we'll get to the preseason. At the start of year 2, camp stand out once again. It is, I believe it's Quiddy Pay once again. It is Quiddy Pay. Congratulations, Quiddy. We get to be disappointed again. We're going to check our roster real quick before getting into this. We have pretty much the same team. I mean, you know of everything so far. So I do be cheesing those training camp games. Anthony Richardson is superstar. I did not notice that. That's going to be a big help. 80 Mitchell's up to an 81. That's pretty massive. And Josh Downs is our wide receiver 3. Jelani Woods is officially our tight end 1. O-line stays the same. We pick up a bit more backups. That's about really the only difference there. Defensively, Kenny Moore is our first. Gilmore is our 2. Brent's Tampa, and then we also pick up Abrams Drain, a rookie who is now, well, whatever. He was on the free agent list. Newbin's our starter here. Landman does need to be our starter. I don't know what's up with that, but Landman will be our starter here. He's just better. And then, yeah, we're going to start with this being pretty much our consistent lineup. Sanborn will be a really solid backup, and that'll be great for us. Specialist-wise, we need to check on that. We need to check on DeForest Buckner. I can't get my thoughts straight. He should be close to his injury being done now. 8 more weeks, actually. Yikes. That's not great. So we'll have him around the halfway point of the season, which will be good. Bring him in when he's ready to go. Hopefully. But yeah, let's keep moving. Let's get our season started. Our goal is to make the playoffs once again. Not really expecting a Super Bowl just yet, but we're getting pretty close to that. So Kwity Paye actually didn't disappoint us, and he got his first game breakout, whatever. He got 10,000 XP for that one. Now he has to get 3 combined sacks and tackles for loss to complete his breakout. That would get him up to superstar and make him an actual valuable player. So, yeah, I kind of hope that happens. EJ Speed got 2 picks last week and a 30-24 win over the Dolphins. We're going to run through all this real quick, and we're going to see if Kwity Paye can get where he needs to get to, be a superstar player. That would be awesome. That would be very helpful, especially it would help make DeForest Buckner potentially a little bit expendable if we're not able to keep him healthy. He's only going to go up 1 overall because he's got that massive amount of, and he doesn't even go up an actual overall. He gets a little better, but that's about it. Great. Love it. Love when that happens. Laitu Latu should hit an 80 here. Good for him getting to the next, little threshold there. That's a good one for us. Abrams Drain is going to be a really good slot corner for us especially once we lose Gilmore, we'll have a better rotation from here on out. We'll have Kenny Moore, we'll have TJ Tampa and Julius Brents, and then we'll have him. That'll be really solid for us. We should get an ability now, yeah. We'll give him, I don't know what we want to have. He'll enter the zone in the second half. We'll take that one. I know it doesn't really do much for him now, but whatever. Either way, let's get into this, and Elite QB, I don't really care to do that, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's just go ahead and see if Kwity Paye can, make something happen here. Results of the game, I thought it was going to be a lot faster than that, and it wasn't. Results of the game, we win 31-23, not bad. Did Kwity Paye execute his breakout? He probably didn't. That's a lot to do. It's hard to get upset with the progress he's made, but he missed an opportunity to take the next step. That's fine. We appreciate you trying. Hey, and we started off the season 2-0, only down from here. So I said only down from there after our 2-0 start, and literally we went on a 3-game losing streak. Then we went on a 2-game winning streak, and we beat an undefeated team in the Cowboys. We do have to check our negotiations, though. Buckner is hurt still. He's out 1 more week. That sucks because I'd potentially trade him if I could right now. I think we give him a 1-year deal. We do have quite a bit of money, and we might trade him next year because he could be a very valuable asset. I don't like 4 years for Zaire Franklin. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'll take 3 years, move along. EJ Speed, we're going to wait on him. Gilmore probably not coming back. Abrams Drain will come back. We'll get him in a long-term deal. He can't fully commit now. What are you, a woman? Either way. Canceled. Ryan Kelly, that one's a tough one, man. We'll wait on him. A lot of O-linemen missing out here. We're going to try to get Freeze back because he's pretty cheap. We got him. He's not expensive enough to not try. Sanborn is just a depth piece right now. He's 4 years. That's really cheap, but I really don't even want to pay him that. All right, well, he took that lower offer, so whatever. A little more than I probably wanted to pay, but hey, we're here now. Other than this, I think I want to look at Ryan Kelly. Drain will come back. Speed, maybe. We don't really need speed now that I just brought back Sanborn. We have Landman. But we'll see. We just have to see because I don't know. We're in week 8 right now. We're not going to be able to trade Buckner now. If we could, I would. We just can't. Yeah. We do have 2 years left on Grover Stewart, so after we'll have to extend him next year. We're in a... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. We're 4-3. I'm trying to think of if we need to do anything. Richardson doesn't have the best passing stats, but we're still really good in offensive yards. We're not going to probably, though, because we're first in rushing. First in 70 and with 800 yards. First with 10 touchdowns. Some of the most points scored. A.D. Mitchell still leading us. Defensively, what are we looking like? I want to know our team defensive stats. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. We're pretty middle of the pack, it seems like. Yeah, well, looks like we're about middle of the pack. I don't know. I think we just let this one ride out. 7-5 now. Not the best turnout, but we have a breakout D lineman, and it is Laiatu Latu. That actually could be really huge for us. That's a big one. Needs 2 stats or less than 75 rushing yards. That's pretty much it. We're playing the Packers. They have Josh Jacobs. That might be difficult. We don't know. We'll see. Anthony Richardson had 216 and 27 with 5 total touchdowns in that game. That is absurd. 4 passing, 1 rushing. Got him a good little award there. I didn't even realize how good our team was. We have an 89 offense and an 85 defense. We're going to be confident. Can we please, actually win this game and get off on a good track here? DeForest Buckner just got healthy. Just as in last week. So, that's huge for us. He was able to come off of IR, and now we're moving. We're able to actually have our full team going. Bernard Ryman is kind of consistently hurt. He gets, these 3-4 week injuries, every other week. I didn't mean to click that. But, yeah, I don't know. We got to figure that part out. I am going to look at my negotiations real quick before we go any farther. We got to go up back to, who was it? Abrams Drain needs to be back. We'll give him 2. He's good. He's here forever. EJ Speed we're waiting on. Gilmore we're probably not re-signing. Kelly we're going to have to figure out later. McCaffrey I'll bring back at some point maybe. I don't know. I just don't really care. And Grant Stewart, you're not getting re-signed because I don't even know who you are. Either way. We got some upgrades, but actually first we're playing against a top defense apparently. That's good. We'll go with the running game. We like our running game here in Indianapolis. But yeah. I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and move on to see if Laiatu Latu can do anything here. We are a really good team. We got to win. Breakout player. I called it, didn't I? Let's go. He's going to be a superstar dev now. We get a key defensive player. That is huge for us as we might be looking to get rid of not Grover Stewart. That's huge. We'll continue simming. So we enter the playoffs 10-7. Not too bad. We're going to check out our roster. Make sure just nothing's changed overall. I'm pretty sure we're pretty standard. I don't think we have any injuries right now. All of our dev traits should be about the same. Nobody's really developed. We are playing with a lot of momentum right now. So we do have the +1s, +4, +2, +3. You see them all across the board. +5 on the defense a lot. +6 over here. That's a really good one, man. We've got a really solid-looking defense right now. Maybe something can happen because of all this. I'd hope so, at least. Playing the Dolphins round 1. We do get to play at home. Let's check out our season stats. Starting off, Anthony Richardson is one of the worst passing quarterbacks. However, we are 6th in offensive yards. It's just we're not a throwing team. Now 1,900 yards on the ground, up from 16. 5th in points scored. About the same number receiving. Points allowed, we're 13th, middle of the pack. What's our defensive yards? Offensive yards, 6th. Can we go to defensive yards? No? Is that not happening? We're not ranked. We're just not ranked. Okay. Well, 26-10. We actually went kind of a regression from last year for him, but a high improvement from him, from Jonathan Taylor. Really solid there. A.D. Mitchell gets in the end zone 8 times. Michael Pittman, he's just kind of floating around. That's fine. Whatever. Any solid blockers this year? Quentin Nelson only had 1 sack. Really good for him. Sack numbers. Kwity Paye 4.5. Leitulatu 3.5. Jabari Claiborne 3. Grover Stewart 2.5. DeForest Buckner 2. Lots of half sacks. Interceptions. E.J. Speed had 6 picks. Kenny Moore had 4. That's 15, 18 picks. We're doing really good at taking the ball away. 2 fumble and recoveries. Any defensive scores? No safeties. No touchdowns. Not this year. Did that say he was 57% on field goals? 57% on field goals. That's atrocious. That's actually terrible. They better be 50-something yarders, bud. We got to figure out something about this passing game. I really need to figure something out. So, total defense. Looks like we're pretty good. We're like 6th. Passing. We're 6th. Rushing. We're about lower end here. Or no, I'm going backwards. We're like 10th, 8th. Points allowed. We're about middle of the pack here. We're not getting to the quarterback at all. We got to figure that. That's our problem right now. We got to get to the quarterback more. We got to put more pressure there. So, we're going to go in this playoff game. We're going to simulate it as usual. And hope we can win this one without doing too much. I'd really like to get away with this one pretty quickly. We'll just get right into it. We got to figure out a way this offseason to get to the quarterback more as long as we, don't finish our season out right now. We're going to jump forward to the next quarter. They start with the ball and get 3 immediately. However, we match that with 7. A solid move up for us. We're going to, in the second quarter, we have the ball. We put up 7 more and get a turnover, an interception, going up 21-3, 21-10 now at halftime. We're in a good spot. And the first drive of the second half, we score 7. We're just absolutely eating the field. Slowly but surely, we're going to win this game. There's no doubt about that at this point. 35-10, we close out the game. Looks like it was a really strong showing from our team. Anthony Richardson, 77% for 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. I want to see some more player stats here. Both had really good games. Really good games. He just threw a pick and we didn't. We didn't turn the ball over. Richardson had 3 touchdowns. Taylor, 190 yards rushing and a touchdown. Overton also got himself into the end zone. Really solid there. Let's see. Receiving. Tyreek. Adonai Mitchell led with 76. Kylan Granson got himself 2 touchdowns. Why are you even playing? I don't know. And yeah, pretty solid. Did we get any good sacks? A bunch of half sacks here. Leitulatu, Nick Cross, Zaire Franklin, Kenny Moore, DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart all got half sacks. Looks like we protected Richardson very well. E.J. Speed got the pick. This guy is just all over. No safeties, no defensive touchdowns. We wrap up this game, and we're going to round 2. Really good showing for us to be able to go in and just take care of business really, really easily. Very much a needed occurrence. We needed to get that playoff success going. We needed to get that momentum going for our team. Maybe we can turn this into a really good little playoff run here. We probably won't be home again. That does stink. But at least we're coming off of some high momentum. Yeah, we go to New York now. Did not mean to click that one. We go to New York, but we beat the Jets in Week 18. That was our last game we played before the postseason started. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going on top of them and, kind of keep that over them. However, it's always hard to beat a team multiple times. The same team twice, 3 times, not easy to do. We should have some upgrades. We'll take care of those, and we'll get right to business. Adonai Mitchell going to get another upgrade. That's a big one for us. He'll get up to playing to an 85. That's really good. A.D. Mitchell, definitely our best receiver, at least in terms of production. Obviously, our best receiver is Pittman, overall-wise. But with the production, you can't look over A.D. Mitchell, how good he's been. Julius Brent's kind of developing slowly, but we're getting there, at least. He's up to an 80 now, playing up to an 82. That's solid. And he'll be good once we lose Gilmore this year, inevitably. But, yeah, let's get an upgrade here on the offensive something, I guess. We can get either throw under pressure. No, we can't. We'll do medium accuracy. That's always a good one to have the accuracy up. And we're going to go straight into simming this game too. We're just going to go straight to it. Here is MetLife Stadium built up for the Jets. Hopefully they're the only New York playoff team here. Actually, that doesn't matter at all. I don't know what I'm talking about. Either way, let's get into it. We look like we start off with the ball. We're going to get at least some points. We get 7. They match theirs with their own 7, though. And they look like they're moving the ball pretty well. However, they do turn the ball over. We get 7 more. And going into halftime, we're going to have a 7-point lead as we score to end the half. Very nice for us. Going into the third quarter, we get the ball again, and we put 7 more up. That's really big for us. Going into the fourth, we have a 14-point lead, but they are definitely about to score something. They only get 3, though. That's huge. On first down, Anthony Richardson's pass is dropped, but then we get sacked, but a massive play to Michael Pittman Jr. for 27 yards. First and 10, Daquan Overton gets a reception, our backup rookie running back. Michael Pittman, another 14 yards. This is the Michael Pittman drive. And touchdown. 22 yards for Adonai Mitchell. Massive for us. We're going to click through this drive really fast here. They just got a 4th down conversion, I'm pretty sure. 3rd and goal. They get their own 7. 4 minutes left. We're up by 11. They get the ball, though. 2-minute warning passes. They're moving it, but they're running out of time. They're going to be out of time here, probably. 2-point conversion, they're only a field goal away. We recover the onside kick, and that's game, right? That's game. Okay. We get out of the second round. I was like confused of why it was taking so long. I didn't think they had timeouts. Anthony Richardson, 266, 3 touchdowns, and a 92% completion. That is absurd. 23 of 25, no turnovers, or unless he fumbled. No turnovers. Another 20 yards on the ground. Gets himself 280, 3 touchdowns. Massive game. 75 yards from Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown as well. Receiving, 80 Mitchell with 100 yards and a touchdown. Pittman gets himself a touchdown. Garrett Wilson had 1. Mike Williams had 2. Josh Downs had 1. Alex Durant had 1. Really, really good game for us. Did we have any sacks? We didn't get to the quarterback at all. But we got a pick, and that's what matters here. Wow. What a game from our quarterback. Really stepping up and showing that he can carry. He can. We're going to the conference championship here, and it will be against, well, we'll have to see. We're going to check out the playoff board so far. 2 big wins, playoff bracket. The other game was the Chiefs and Steelers. Let's hope we get the Steelers, because the Chiefs are just always a little harder to play. Steelers beat their division rival Ravens in the first round. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, let's go to the AFC playoff conference championship game. That'll be big for us, and let's hope for the best. This will be our toughest task yet, getting a win at GEHA Field in Kansas City. We gotta hope we can play well here. Looks like, yes, we get to get the ball at halftime. They start out with the ball. They get 7 on their first drive. We match it with 7 of our own. We got to get a stop, get a turnover, do something like that, please. We get a stop somehow, some way, and we go up by 7. They match it, and going into halftime, we are tied. We do get to start this half off with the ball, and we get 7 on our initial drive. They only get 3, and then we get 7 more. That's huge. That is huge. 2nd and 7, 1st and 10. We're just going to keep clicking through here. 2nd and 8, 3rd and 8, 4th and inches. What do they do here? They go for it. 5-yard rush by fullback C.J. Ham. 2nd and 5. They're going to get some kind of score here. 2nd and 17, actually. They get only 20. That's really good for us. 3rd and 9. 4th and 9. We're going to have to punt. Get them down to their 25. We're still up by 8, so that's big. Uh-oh. We're going to jump in here and try to play the defensive sets, so we can at least try to maybe keep the 2-point conversion off the board that they pretty much have to go for here. And we blow it. Stephon Gilmore gets tossed like a ragdoll. Good deal. Isaiah Pacheco. Can we please stop this play, though? Please? Block him! Or don't. Don't do anything. All right, well, we're going to get a final drive here. Zaire Franklin could have definitely come down on that route some. I love how the other corners can swat a ball that's 16 feet above their head, but your corners and your defenders never, no, sir. No, sirree, Bob. They're not doing that. So stupid. Let's see. We do have to run some clock here. I do like their defensive lineup. They're all on the line. Not where I thought that was going to go, but it worked at least a little bit. We get 5 yards. Jonathan Taylor having a solid game for himself. We're going to run one play here. What in the world? I'm glad we actually stayed in bounds there. Anthony Richardson cutting him up. 18 for 20. Unable to call other plays because of the noise in Kansas City. A.D. Mitchell gets absolutely clobbered at about the 45-yard line. Great. We're able to make this one. And Jelani Woods can't hold on to a pass either because he sucks. Great. We have to get this first down here. Major play right here, right now. Left a big hole up front. I tried to slide and it didn't let me. We're going to let this one go to the 2-minute warning. I literally tried to slide. He dropped his shoulder. I saw it happen, and they did not let me do it. Big time pickup, though, for Anthony Richardson running up the field. Michael Pittman holds on to the pass. I'm actually kind of glad he got down because I am trying to burn some clock here for sure. We are in field goal range for sure, if not more. I don't know if I want to score yet. They call in their timeouts. If I can get them to burn all their timeouts, I'll kick a field goal. I don't care. Jonathan Taylor gets himself a first down. They're going to have to blow their timeouts here. They're definitely going to. Honestly, I probably should just knee it. All right, they blew their final timeout. We're going to run the read option here. If Anthony Richardson fumbles, this controller will be inside of the TV. I decided to hand it off like an idiot, even though I definitely had it for myself to probably make it in the end zone. Wasn't paying attention enough. Get in there. Anthony Richardson scores a touchdown on the QB keeper. Same play. They're an idiot. I'm better than you. Get out of here. Not kicking that thing. Get out of here. All right, we'll play some defense here. Stay on top of them, and Rashee Rice with it's not X Factor, superstar. It's a bit crazy. Travis Kelce is a bum. Cool. Come on. Get him down. They have no timeouts, so they can't do anything. We're going to get him down again. They're going to blow at least 15 seconds off this clock. No way they got there in 7 seconds. He throws it away. That's so nerve-wracking. They're at the 36-yard line within range for Mahomes' arm. Mahomes. Yeah, that. Mahomes almost gets taken down. Has to throw it away. There's going to be 3 seconds left. Only a chance for one final heave. That made me incredibly nervous. I'm just going to try to run around the outside here. Mahomes gets pressure put on him. TJ Tampa knocks it down. And the game is over. We're going to the Super Bowl. The Indianapolis Colts defeat the Kansas City Chiefs on a final play. Heck of a game from Anthony Richardson. Didn't have the passing yards Mahomes did, but you could argue he outplayed him with the completion percentage and the rushing and all those other aspects. You can argue it. Is it true? No, but you can argue it. I Either way, good win for us. We'll move to the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl, we face the Carolina Panthers. Okay. Yep. The Carolina Panthers. So, we're in Dallas for this. And, yeah, we're playing the Panthers. They get 3 on the board. I don't know. That's just shocking to me. They get 3, but however, we quickly match that with our own 7. And we get the ball back pretty quickly as well. They go down, only get 3 more. They can't get anything but a field goal right now. Hey, I'll take it. We have a 5-point lead going into the second half. And we seem to be turning the ball over a little bit. They are marching now. That's not great. Change of possession, please. They do get their first touchdown. I'll let this one play out so far. 1st and 10, 22 yards for Josh Downs. Another big play. 20 yards for Jonathan Taylor. Incomplete pass. Not great here. We're going to jump in. We're going to make sure we get our lead back. I'm not going to play the rest of this game, but I'm going to start by playing the end of this drive. Going to cheese this up a little bit. A.D. Mitchell over the middle. Almost gets in the end zone. How are we turning the ball? What's happening? Not what I thought that play was at all, but we're here. Is that Little Shaq Thompson trying to pick a fight with apparently a ginormous Jelani Woods? Jonathan Taylor walks himself into the end zone. And we're going to go for 2 here because we have nothing to lose for it. Oh boy, I got blown up. Did not realize he did not stay on his man. I mean, it was Josh Downs. I don't know what I was expecting. But we'll go back to the Super Sim, jump forward to the change of possession, and we got to do it again because the kickoff counts. And they get another 7 plus 8. 2-point conversion. Crap. Got to do some more magic here, man. Please block someone! Alright, we kept it in bounds. I'm glad about that much. We got to get some more blocking. As good as our O-line is, they are not blocking very well. And I got to stop running the same formation. And I got throttled. Very cool. Great. They have a really good pass defense, apparently. Pittman gets a step on his corner, catches the ball, hauls it in for a nice gain. I don't know how many it was, probably about 30, 40. But very good little release off of the line there. I watched that one come to fruition from the get-go. Like, it started and it did not stop. Jonathan Taylor cuts it outside, going to cut back in, and gets a couple more yards after the contact. Do we go for 2 after we score? Assuming we score. Let's start there. Get a couple yards, get to the 2-minute warning, control the ball. Make sure we don't lose it. That's a good idea. Down 7 in this Super Bowl. I feel like I don't know what to do here. Do we play for overtime? That's dangerous. If Michael Pittman... Yep, couldn't get it off in time. I tried. Jelani Woods quickly gets open in the end zone. Nobody even tried to cover him. Oh. I'm going to take a look at this, and I might call a timeout. I'm going to go for it. 2-point conversion, successful. A.D. Mitchell over the center of the field, gets open off of the release. Let's go. We got to play defense. Not that, please. Good release off the line there. We like that. Bryce Young not even trying. Little tiny man. He is so little. He looks tiny back there. Get them down. We make them use their timeouts. Would be great. Xavier Legette makes himself into a Super Bowl. Get him down. Get him down. Get him down. Thank you. He's down. Inside. Yes. Who is that? That's Jatavian Sanders. Terrible defense, but somehow Deontay just misses it. We appreciate it, bud. DeForest Buckner gets off of his block really quickly. Just can't make a pass complete here. Too much pressure. They're caving. Get some more pressure on him. A heave. Tyler Nubin's got positioning. Doesn't get the ball, but gets it out of the way. I'm surprised we didn't get called for PI on Julian Blackman there. They have to go for this. We can close this game out right here. No way! No way! No way! You're joking! That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. There is not a chance. Oh my gosh, man. That's insane. Every time that happens in Madden, like they just both post up, the receiver will come down with it 100 times out of 100 if the corner's not in front. But if you try to get in front, you just get a PI called on you. This happens all the time in this game. Goodness, man. So aggravating. We know that we've cooked their corners once, so we've got to do it again. We have a minute. We have 3 timeouts. We have to get in the end zone. Oh, Jelani Woods doesn't know how to turn around. A nice break from whoever that is. Jamie Robinson, is that who that is? Ah. Gets it down to the 29-yard line. We are out of timeouts. We've got to remember that. We've got to get in the end zone here. Anthony Richardson got a big hole. Can he get in the end zone? No, we got out of bounds, but we're down to the 2-yard line. That was huge. Anthony Richardson gets us all the way down to the 2. I probably could have fought for it. Can't run the ball here. We have to throw it. A.D. Mitchell. A.D. Mitchell in the end zone. I like this running game. We get in, they have to get at least, they got to get in the end zone. There's nothing, they're not going to have time to just get down the field and kick a field goal. No chance. We have a chance here. After that stupid Deontay Johnson touchdown, we have a real chance here. I thought he was about to run that out. I was about to say, you're about to waste half of your time getting out of the end zone, pal. Just play deep. DeForest Buckner's about to get home. Laiatu Latu comes in. Oh my gosh. If he would have caught that, we might have been done. He turned up field before he got it. We might have been done because the safety just went for the ball and was not even close to getting it. Get down. Inbounds. Timeout. Let's go. 5 seconds left. They got to get 76 yards on this play here. Laiatu Latu coming in hot off the edge. Swim move. Gets by. Pressure on the quarterback. Julius Brents boxes out, knocks it down. Game over. Right? Yes? Let's go. Anthony Richardson leads your Colts to a Super Bowl win in a hectic fashion. Absolutely absurd way to end this game. Player stats. Really good game from both quarterbacks, really. Both 3 touchdowns. Bryce Young a few more yards, but much better completion from Richardson. Rushing, Brooks had a really good game there. JT also has actually a better game, plus a touchdown. So does Anthony Richardson. Receiving, Sanders killed us, man. Jatavian Sanders ate our lunch. A.D. Mitchell gets in twice. Deontay Johnson gets in once. Thielen gets in once. Jelani Woods as well. Any big defensive stands? Buckner and Grover Stewart both get inside. And then no picks, no fumble recoveries, no forced fumbles. Wow. Heck of a game. That's going to end it for our Colts rebuild. A really good one. Just 2 years in, and we're able to make a really good team. Really rough one, to be honest with you. But, starting off, that first year was not super great. I'm shocked we made the playoffs first year. Year 2, though, get it done quickly against a, pretty inferior team in the Panthers. Look at the overalls. 91, 85, 88 to 83, 84, 83. Come on now. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all for being here. Let me know which rebuild you want to see next, and I will probably do it. So, either way, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.